Hey guys, welcome back to another crazy video and another crazy day here at Her's Gaming World. Of course. Got some stuff to talk about today, y'all. Hey guys, it's me, Her, of course. So, welcome back. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna bite at me, as I always say. So, I would just like to kick it and get straight to it. I don't mean no harm and I don't mean nothing against you Xbox Series X players. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just going to break it down to you and tell you why. Yes, everybody know that I am a PlayStation girl, but that does not mean that is the reason why I just hate Xbox. I'm sorry. I got it, I played it, and I didn't want it anymore, and I was just like, I quit. Don't get me wrong, it's a lovely game. But it's a few things that I do not like, put it like that. And let's be clear, it's a wonderful system and it runs great. But starting off, the remote control. Now, everybody know when they did the update and they brought out the next generation and things like that, they would update the remote control. The downfall with that remote control is the feel of it. It feels cheap. It's not so much of, it's very light in weight. It's not heavy, but it's very similar to the previous Xbox systems as well. And another thing with that I really don't care for is the hardware app, the software app that you need in order. As soon as you open the system, you take it out and you gotta do what? Download an app. Now you have to download this app to set your system up. I mean, don't get me wrong, okay, it's a good idea or whatever, but some people who just want the game might not want the app on their phone. And in order to get the system booted and started, you need to do what? Download the app. And it's steps that you need to take. I just want to go over some quick little things, besides that, what exactly I don't agree with. And I know a lot of Xbox Series X people who has it or has tried it has experienced one or two or maybe three of these things that I'll be talking about. So I would say that the first one would be like, it would make a weird noise, like some type of weird noise when booting the system. It would be either a small ticking or a humming sound. And to me, that would in mind be like, oh my God, there's something wrong with the hardware or is something wrong with the inside. You feel me? You just gonna think that off top, because of that noise. So that's the one thing that I have an issue with. And then the random shutting off while playing a game. That is very disturbing because you could be in the middle of a game and enjoying yourself, or you haven't even saved your progress and the game will literally shut off on you. Now what are you to do? Hopefully you were able to save your progress before the game shuts off. That's another problem that a lot of people are experiencing with this system as well. On top of them saying, and myself, the quick resume. It doesn't always work properly, and it only works with certain games. Yes, they have it, and yes, it's easy to get back to the last game that you were in, but at the same time, it's only really compatible with certain games that you can actually do the quick start and just start back over and do all of that or whatever. And another thing would be glitches, screen glitches. They do have a lot of glitches. I'm sure they probably done kicked out some of the kinks by now, or did an update with their system to kick back on some of the glitches, the screen glitches, game glitches. You'll be playing the game, screen jumps, and that's very disturbing as well. And you'll have to maybe exit out of a game and go back in just to stop the glitches. And everybody knows who wants to stop when they're in the middle of a game. They want to keep playing. Not for me. Keep the Xbox X Series. I am sorry. And it just, don't get me wrong, the PlayStation do have its downfalls as well. But I can't say the Xbox Series X they could have put a little more time in it, due to the fact that it isn't a whole lot faster than the last generation. It's fast, but it's not a big difference. It's not a big difference on how fast it is. And they just made it more small. They made it smaller, more compacted, with bigger things to do, you know. And the lower framework. They lowered the framework. If anybody noticed, I'm not sure. But I'm quite sure a lot of you Xbox players who play a lot, you guys noticed this. Not to mention the longer loading times. I mean, they tried to improve it. They improved it as much as they could, I guess, being that it was just something to just kick out there to you guys, to your Xbox players. But they actually have longer loading times than normal. Not saying that it's super slow or it drags or anything, but the loading time is horrible. It's just the same as the last. It's not really much of an update, as I say. And I just feel like the quality is, if you were to put screen in screen, an example, you will actually see like the resolution difference. There's a resolution difference, and you can actually see that, you know, if you were to pay attention to that. Now, I just would like to compare 1 second the PlayStation versus the Xbox S Series. The Xbox, don't get me wrong, I do not discriminate against it. It's just, it's a lot of things that comes along with Xbox that I don't really agree with. Now, as far as the PlayStation, yes, everybody know I'm a PlayStation girl. Woo. I'm gonna always claim that. Don't forget. But it's the comparison for me. And if you compare the hard drive, the freedom, the openness from Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series, Xbox One, all of those, they are still beneath PlayStation. And I assume everyone is aware of that. They have always been in the fight with PlayStation, you know, and they have yet to come in first. I mean, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, whatever. PlayStation 5 is way much better. I mean, you know, it's way better, but they'll still be like, well, Xbox Series is still better, you know, because they're Xbox players. My opinion. And to me, I feel like it's just not it. I don't hate it, but I do hate it because you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that, you have to pay to pay online, you have to, it's just way too much. I love it though, but no, for the kids, definitely for the kids, but no, not for me. Just give me the PlayStation, any PlayStation, the 3, 4, 5, I don't care. I love me a PlayStation, okay? And that's just how it is. You can go and you can play games. You can, I mean, just as the same as the exclusive games. And then you got the Game Pass. Yes, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Microsoft did their thing when they did the Game Pass. Okay, I give them that. Thumbs up for that. But, you know, the PlayStation, it's not a wide variety of games that they do allow you to play. That is like a head-on thing with them, because that's where I feel like Xbox is a little above them when it comes to the exclusive games and the Play Now and the Game Pass. It's like this because PlayStation will only give you a limited amount of games to play. They're so Xbox, they give you this big old list and you get to play all these games, every game from every Xbox almost. But it's fine with me. Say for instance, we compare the remote controls. Now, Sony got this dual sense, okay? Where it's just come with all these special text and boom, boom, glamorous, all pretty and stuff. You know, they upgraded it, made the remote look good, and it looks great. You know, and the loading time on their system is extremely fast, okay? It's no wait. It's just a snap, snap, snap. Says to the Xbox X Series, it's fast, but it's not fast. You know, it's the remote, it got a great feel, but like I said before, it feels cheap, and the buttons feel like they kind of not like the last buttons. It just feel like, you know, they're just like squishy, I would say. I don't know. I'm not an Xbox person, so I don't like the remote anyway. Either way it go, I don't like the remote. It's the buttons for me. I just love me a PlayStation remote. I don't care if it's a 3, 4, or a 5. I just love it. But don't get me wrong, the PlayStation will still forever hold the throne until Microsoft can update one of their systems to just overboard PlayStation. I'm just sorry. A lot of people gonna bite me. A lot of people is gonna probably comment back and say I'm stupid or say I don't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it's still my opinion. And guess what I am? I am entitled to my opinion, and that's all I'm gonna say. I hate the Xbox Series X, but I love some of the features that Xbox offer, and that's for every system. It's not just that system. But you decide if you want to waste $500 or $400 or however much if you catch it on sale. You decide if you want to waste that on a trash system when you can play the last generation and still get the same thing, or you can take that $400 or $500 and you can go get you a Sony. You can go get you a PlayStation 5. If you don't want to get your PlayStation 5, then get your PlayStation 4. You still get the best experience ever. Hands down. You know, it's still fast. The loading times is fast. The download games is still fast. The storage, don't get me wrong, Xbox do offer a lot of storage, but you can still buy storage for them as well. Just the same as with PlayStation. Don't get me wrong, it do come with less storage than the Xbox. But you can also buy memory packs, as always. You've always had to buy memory packs for a PlayStation, so that's nothing new. Let's not act like you never had to buy a memory card for a PlayStation before. You know, so with them updating it, or you might even be able to upload your stuff to your online things, it's the same. They both do offer that. And it's some apps that Xbox allow you to get that Sony does not allow you to get. You know, so it's not like I hate them, but I'm more comfortable in my comfort zone with PlayStation, Sony. That's it. I love Microsoft with what they do, but as far as me being a gamer, I'm gonna always choose Sony. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and we still got a lot more to go and a lot more things to cover. And of course, you can still get to know me while doing it. Isn't that the fun part? So I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.